I almost quit selling on TCGPlayer because I couldn't figure out shipping. And if you're stuck in that same spot right now, you're not alone. When I first started selling on TCGPlayer, I thought the hard part was going to be pricing cards or getting sales. Turns out, shipping was a thing that almost made me quit. Bubble mailers, plain white envelopes, top loaders, team bags, stamps, tracking, no tracking, first class, ground advantage, everyone online had a different opinion. One person says never ship without tracking. Another says tracking will kill your profits. Then someone else swears they've shipped 5,000 cards with just a stamp and a prayer. And I'm over here thinking, I just don't want to mess this up. I want the card to arrive safely. I don't want refunds, and I definitely don't want a bad reputation. And honestly, all of that shipping stress was happening before I even had sales. I'd list cards, close the tab, open it back up, refresh, nothing. Refresh again, still nothing. Refreshing on my phone, refreshing on my laptop, convincing myself this refresh is gonna be the one. Oh, but days go by and you start wondering, did I price these wrong? Is my store broken? Did I miss something obvious? When you're not getting sales, every decision feels heavier. Shipping feels risky, supplies feels like wasted money, even learning feels frustrating because you don't know if any of it's actually working. That's the part nobody really talks about. The quiet part where you're doing everything right, nothing is happening. And that's when it finally clicked for me. Sitting here, overthinking shipping like it's some impossible puzzle, and then I realized I buy cards too, all the time. I've opened plenty of envelopes, I've pulled cards out of mailers. I know exactly what makes me feel good when I open a package, and immediately what makes me annoyed. Like when there's an overabundance of tape, and I can't even get to my card. You ever feel like you're unwrapping a mummy just to get to one card, just one card? So I started paying attention. What did I like when I received cards? Clean packaging, secure, but not overkill. Easy to open, and cards look the same way as what I ordered. What didn't I like? Excessive tape, sloppy packaging, stuff that felt rushed or careless. Once I stopped trying to do what everyone else was arguing about online and started building my setup around my own experience as a buyer, things got way simpler. I wasn't trying to be the cheapest shipper on TCGPlayer. I wasn't trying to be the fanciest either. I just wanted something consistent, something I could repeat every single time without second guessing myself. Protect the card, respect the buyer, don't make opening the package a chore. And that's where I landed. A streamlined shipping setup that I'm genuinely happy with. It's fast, it's clean, it protects the card, and most importantly, I don't stress about it anymore. When an order comes in now, I'm not thinking, did I do this right? I already know the process. That confidence alone made selling way more enjoyable. So in this video, I'm gonna walk you through exactly what that setup looks like. What I use, why I use it, when I upgrade shipping, and how I decide what makes sense depending on the value of the card. If you're tired of guessing, overthinking, or feeling stuck every time you get an order, this is gonna save you a lot of frustration and time. Let's get into it. Okay, so now I kind of want to show you how I go about shipping orders. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to print off my order. And I use Jaden's thermal printer for that. Print off my order, and then I'm going to go find the card, pull it. Once I have the card, I'm going to go ahead and grab a penny sleeve. I'm going to slide that bad boy in there. And then I'm going to grab one of these shipping shields. These are a little expensive, but I would highly, highly, highly suggest shipping cards this way. It just makes sure that they are protected beginning to end, and you just don't ever really have any issues. I've never had any returns for damaged cards. So for each order, I'm going to grab 3 pieces of painter's tape. I would not suggest any other kind of tape. Use masking tape or packing tape or duct tape or any of that kind of stuff. You are just creating a mess for your customer. Whereas painter's tape, it does stick really well, but it is also easy to pull back off. So I'm going to seal up that shipping shield. I'm going to take it, I'm going to tape it to the back of the order. And I'm going to go through and I'm going to do that with every single one of my orders before I throw them in the envelope. Once I have that done with all my orders, grab my envelope, and these fit perfectly into the envelope. 0 issues, slides in there, boom, perfect fit. You're not moving around. You're not gonna have any issues. Okay, so now let's say that we have an order or a card that's over $50. We're gonna change it up just a little bit. Still print off our order. We're gonna find the card and then we're gonna put it in a penny sleeve, and that's where it's gonna change up a little bit. We're gonna get a card saver, the semi-rigid ones. I really like them. I feel like they work for USPS really well. Again, haven't ever had any issues. Slide your card in there, and then we're going to get a team bag, and we're gonna seal that. Just make sure there's no tampering or anything like that with this card. And then we're gonna take both of those items. And 2 of these, they're not actually like cardboard, but they're like cardboard protectors. And we're gonna throw that on there, and then again, go back to our painter's tape. We're gonna do 4 pieces this time. And I'm sure that there's a faster way to do this, probably faster dispenser, but this is what I currently use. It's worked for me. My orders don't end up taking me too long. They're actually probably taking me longer right now, because I'm trying to explain it and do it at the same time, and it just, it's kind of working. But at that point, our order's pretty much done. We're gonna take it, grab a little bubble mailer. I ordered these pretty cheaply off Amazon, and we're just gonna slide both of those in there. Make sure it's in there, and then we're gonna close it up and stick our shipping label on it. So I usually like to fold it down a little bit further. Print off your shipping label, stick it on the side that you close, and that's what I do. And it looks a whole lot better than just this. But yeah, any orders that are over $50, this is how I'm gonna ship it. Now, if it is over $150, I'm gonna add 1 more layer of protection. So these bad boys, I'm gonna add these bad boys. I'm gonna wrap this thing in more bubble wrap, and then I'm gonna put it in one of these. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of hard to look at all those. And for any orders that are over $150, I do that extra level for my shipping. Guys, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you like content like this, let me know in the comments what else you'd like to see. Until next time.